He joins me now. Congressman, good morning to you. That sounds like a pretty definitive no on the part of Hunter Biden. What are the chances he surprises you and shows up to this thing?
I don't know. It's a clown show with him. I mean, Bozo's called and said that he's violating his contract because he's overstepping his bounds as a clown. You know, he said he didn't want to. He said he didn't want to be there, and then he said he did, and then he showed up out in front of the Senate, of course, away from the House grounds. And then he showed up uninvited, I guess you would say, at one of the hearings when Marjorie Taylor Greene started to speak, he got up and unceremoniously walked out, you know, like he was doing something brave or something there. And the Democrats had his reserved seats down front. So this whole thing is just a charade, ma'am. You know, he's been subpoenaed and he's defied the subpoena, and nobody else gets to do that. And it's the same thing with everything about this whole deal. It's rules for thee and not for me.
Yeah, he held that impromptu press conference demanding a public hearing. Now it's happening today, and so far he's saying thanks but no thanks. But he keeps on popping up here, there, everywhere, so who knows? We will be watching. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer just released an excerpt from his opening statements, and he plans to say the committee has identified no legitimate value or document or even one single hour of work that the Bidens have provided their business partners. In the course of this investigation, we have learned that Joe Biden has taken action after action to further his family's plans to get rich. The Biden family promises Joe's power. Joe Biden shows up, and millions of dollars come into the Bidens' pockets. Joe Biden is the Biden family closer. And while all of that may be true, there are critics who point to a missing piece and say that there hasn't been any proof that the president, even when he was a vice president, changed any policy or made new policy decisions based on the Biden family business. Where are Republicans on that?
Well, it's a mixed bag, but actually Tony Bobulinski, pretty much, who I believe will be at the hearing today, he was Hunter's business partner. He said that Joe Biden was the brand. He is the reason that they got into the meetings, and that's the reason that they closed the deals, so to speak, whatever deals those were. And it's just, all it was access. They sold no product. The banks, we have memos from bankers saying, hey, we've got to figure out what's going on with these folks because there is no product. And they always go back to the Trump family. Well, the Trump sold steaks and ties and real estate. They had a product. So there's nothing there. But the truth is that the Biden family name was being sold as he was vice president. So to me, that shows access and selling your name and selling access to this country.
Yeah. So you were right that Tony Bobulinski has confirmed Hunter Biden obviously declined. Devin Archer also declined. And Jason Galanis is going to appear via video conference from jail. He's serving a sentence for fraud charges. Democrats invited Lev Parnas, who is a former Rudy Giuliani associate, as their witness. And they say that he's going to be able to share firsthand evidence about Donald Trump and Republicans' effort to dig up dirt on Joe Biden. So they're going to try and make this about Donald Trump. What's that going to look like?
Again, another clown show. They're not sticking with the script. They never have. They know that this is a lame duck presidency at best, and that all they did was sold access. This is shady as it can be. I'll tell you one thing though, they've never shown that they've never put any proof forward that they paid 1 red cent in taxes. $20 million, ma'am. $20 million. And you have a Justice Department and you have an IRS that let these statutes run. They wouldn't let you or me do that for $500. Yet the Biden family gets $20 million just free, basically, that just filters through the 20 of their shell corporations or 21 of their bank accounts that they set up for this, that they sold no product. So there is a smoking gun there, ma'am, if anything, is paying taxes. And the president needs to show that he paid taxes on his cut, especially from the communist Chinese who paid into his bank account.
Very good point. Well, you're going to be at the hearing later today, so thank you so much for joining us first here to talk about it. Congressman Burchett, thanks a lot. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.